Well, hello, everybody. It's your boy, Coach Heavy Hands, back with you in the morning. Back with you in the morning because I woke up today. I'm sitting down, I'm talking with the wife. We're watching, laughing, looking at something on YouTube, whatever. And I get an alert saying, oh, UFC 5 first look trailer. Oh, this is not a reveal. They followed up with the actual gameplay. So I clicked, I'll admit, I saw the first 5 seconds. And nobody was even in the cage yet. So I didn't see any actual gameplay. I just saw the gameplay models that they were showing in the beginning or whatever it is. I have not seen the actual gameplay yet. I said, stop it. Stop. Watch it with the people. We're going to get together. We're going to watch it. This is for real. My first time digging into it. It's not that long after it actually released. Bringing it to you hot off the presses. Hopefully I'm here breaking this. You're watching it too for the first time with me. So let's actually see what's up. Let's get it.
Stepping into the octagon is a fully immersive experience. All
right.
at once, it becomes you and it comes at you.
That's the authentic feeling of mixed martial arts we've been working to capture. And with EA Sports UFC 5, this is as real as it gets. For the first time in franchise history, UFC 5 is powered by the Frostbite engine.
And with the Frostbite engine...
You know what? Character model bodies, if they actually look good. However, I was concerned because... if you're on PS5 at least, if you go to UFC 4 and you go to the Game Hub, they basically have an advertisement for UFC 5 that shows Fedor, Muhammad Ali, Tyson, and a bunch of character models on the bottom of the screen there, and they look terrible, meaning they look like the character models that were used, like the body types that were used in UFC 4, and they were just terrible. It was a warning sign to me. Look, I'm not going to keep pausing this. I keep saying that, and I will pause this several times. But I've got too much experience with these games, and it's easy when they start this marketing to see what you're going to kind of get here. And there were some warning signs, to be honest with you, about UFC 5 that I saw.
UFC 5 looks amazing, man. It really gave me those feelings of stepping into the cage.
The Frostbite engine makes a significant impact on the quality of characters and
I honestly,
environments. With advanced rendering features, we can deliver even more realistic looking.
I mean, that it looks cool, but does this look that amazing to anybody? I mean, this looks pretty, I'm not gonna say mid, but it's pretty standard. It's not blowing me away.
Fighters with industry-leading facial animation technology.
While the arts of mixed martial arts is something to behold, it does come with consequences.
Okay, I like the hair. I like that hair movement you saw there.
It does come with consequences.
I like that.
And I can tell you, those consequences are nasty.
Woo. Let's take a second and appreciate the damage.
And I can tell you, those
that is a big ass cut. That Freddy Krueger cut I was talking about a couple videos ago. That's what that is. That's pretty extreme, but I'll take it. That is nice. This is nice. I like to see this dynamic, splattering of, not to get too graphic here, you sound like a psychopath, but this looks nice, man.
With UFC 5's all-new Real Impact system, cuts, bruising, and swelling accumulate in
I like that. Let's go back for a second. So yeah, if they're really taking this approach where you're taking damage on the right side of your face and that damage is building up, that helps me with immersion. That helps draw me into the game.
Bruising and swelling accumulate in accurate locations on the body and have a realistic effect on gameplay. That all starts with the foundation of the Real Impact system, authentic damage.
What? Wow, this is the first. This looks so. I told a friend of mine, and I'm sorry. I told a friend of mine that this game, UFC 5, is going to be UFC 4. I told him, I said, EA has never done anything differently. This game that we're all playing, if for you young bucks out there, this is an extension of EA MMA. This is an old MMA game that they played. This is like an advanced version of all these UFC games, the current generation of UFC games, UFC 1 through this one, UFC 5. It is based on that EA MMA game, and they're actually pretty similar.
Have a realistic effect on gameplay.
Look at
that. All starts with the foundation of the real impact system, authentic damage.
Damage impacts your fighter's attributes during the game. So,
wow.
if you got a cut bleeding into your eye, it will lower your defensive abilities.
Wow, I don't care what the cuts look like if the game is super mid or not that bad. I mean, if that's the case, what am I looking at here? What is going on? Why is this just... I have a cat running behind me right now.
The body.
But
if you take one too many kicks.
This is UFC 5. This is UFC 4, excuse me. What is going on here? This is UFC 4 with cuts.
Lead leg. You'll start.
I mean, I'm gonna sound like I'm whining. You guys are gonna click off of this video because nobody likes to hear somebody just whine. Look at this.
You'll start to limp. Your mobility will decline, and your attack power will drop. Guys,
wow.
They look just.
Honestly, they're showcasing these calf kicks. The reaction, the stilt, there's no realistic reaction.
They look just as painful to decline, and your attack power
look at
will
this.
drop. Guys, I'm taking some calf kicks. They look just as painful in the game.
Does that look like a next generation experience? What we're looking at right now, and I'm sorry, you guys. I know there probably is going to be a lot of excitement for this. Does this look like a next generation MMA game to you? And if you compare to Undisputed, which is a boxing game, which is getting shat on by a lot of people, it has its awkwardness. It looks weird, but that is a next generation game. This,
as they are in the octagon,
working hand in glove with authentic damage, is the all-new strategic element of doctors' checks and stoppages.
If you take serious damage, the ref might call in the doctor to check on you. Once you're cleared to keep fighting, you're going to have to switch up your strategy to protect that hurt area to keep the fight from getting stopped. And on the other side of this coin, can you make the most of your opponent's injury until the doctor has no choice but to stop?
Oh, that's cool. That is awesome, actually.
While every fight starts on the feet.
Being able to work on a damaged area is huge for me. That, once again, I've already said it, that's immersion. That's what makes me feel like this game is it'd be a much more realistic experience. Being able to really see, oh, somebody's cut, they're not able to defend themselves as well, on the left side because they got blood in their eye. If that's where they're going with this, which I question, we'll see.
Just as fun.
And forgive me if you see any movement behind me. I hear my cats running around, so it is what it is.
Angle on the ground. We got a new seamless submission system.
Okay.
It really legitimizes the ground game in UFC 5.
The seamless submission system removes the minigames completely and functions as an extension of the overall ground game. This delivers a much faster and far more intuitive experience, keeping the action on the ground fresh and fluid. Showcasing UFC's massive presentation updates in truly innovative fashion is the all-new cinematic KO replay. Thanks to the power of Frostbite, players can now re-watch their finishing blows in stunning visual fidelity.
So the replays that we're watching look better. That's what I would expect UFC 5 to look like. EA. This is what I mean, I maybe not like this crazy, but this is disingenuous. If the replay cinematic, it's my anger. It's my anger. Whenever I get angry, I revert to my puberty days. It is what it is. But for real, look at this.
Replay. Thanks to the power of Frostbite, players can now re-watch their finishing blows in stunning visual fidelity.
For you to show replay, if this is what the replays look like, and then you go back and play the actual game, and it's all, well, you're playing UFC 4. The replays look like UFC 5.
Slow motion finishing.
but you're actually going to play
All those
enhanced
cinematic
UFC
camera
4.
angles and lighting, it really turns your knockout into a work of art.
Plus, we've added improved interactions with the referee in ground and pound stoppages, and added the ability to go to a draw on the judges' scorecards and on.
I love that. Shout out. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Yes, let's do it. Online draws, I'm all for it.
Online play, which is something we know you've been asking for. UFC 5 is truly an extension of the UFC fan experience, thanks to Fight Week, an all-new series of features and challenges synced with real-world fight events that bring you more content and rewards than ever before, like the all-new alter egos, which let you play as your favorite fighters in their authentic career-defining moments, with up to 4 new alter egos.
Was that Alexander? Who was that? Was that Gustafsson or was that Conor McGregor? What is this person? Was this a fan that broke into the cage and decided to start a fight? And look at this. What's going on? Why is this? And I just see, I got upset. My voice cracked. Why is this so mid?
Career-defining moments, with up to 4 new alter egos dropping per month. It's a staggering level of content.
Oh, see, all right. I'm OG, triple OG when it comes to these sport combat games. And it's infuriating seeing anything goofy like a mask or bandanas. And I get it. It's a game. You got to have fun with it. But they don't do this with Madden. They don't put bear heads and guys wearing different crazy stuff in, as far as I know, in like regular Madden games. Like they don't do this with FIFA. They don't do this with, they have other games for that. They have the fun, the NBA Jam versions of those games. They could do that with MMA. Why not keep this authentically a UFC experience, EA? Why do we always have to dip into the craziness?
Content.
EA, you gotta calm down.
Career Mode offers an all-new introduction, and Coach Davis is back to guide the player through their UFC career, along with help from none other than the Bullet herself, Valentina Shevchenko.
That's actually not Valentina Shevchenko. That's her cousin, Shmalentina Hemchenko. Of course, they look similar. In fact, they look nothing alike, but they have documentation to prove that they're actually cousins. Wow, EA.
Who crushes it as an all-new NPC.
This is the best training facility in the world. There is no place like it.
It sounds like her, though.
Then there are new cinematics, locations, and a refined focus on onboarding. And last but not least, and
UFC 5 footage.
trust me, it's not least, if you pre-order UFC 5, you'll receive a roster of legendary heavyweight fighters, including Muhammad Ali.
Who was that? Who is that? I mean, he looks similar to Muhammad Ali.
Including Muhammad Ali.
That's his cousin. Oh, that's his cousin. I'm sorry.
Mike Tyson.
That looks like
the
Mike.
Last Emperor.
Yeah, my guy, Fedor.
Fedor Emelianenko.
Fedor? Come on, man. That's too good.
Thanks for joining us, DC, and thank you all for watching. We're
Wow.
excited for you to find out for yourselves that UFC 5 is as real as it gets.
Wow. 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 UFC mid. UFC 5 is looking super mid. I'm being charitable. If I'm being honest with you, when I saw UFC 4 come out, like their pre-release footage, I said it right away. This game is going to be terrible. And UFC 4 was awful on launch. I don't think this game is going to be terrible, but it's not going to be... I think it's going to feel uncomfortable. It looks like it's not going to be responsive. Hit reactions are not going to be natural feeling based on what I saw there. Just based on the leg kicks and some other things. I want to see what people actually have to say. Before we go, I want to see what people are saying about... yeah, let's refresh. Let's refresh and see... and see what's going on. I know last time I think it was hard to read what I was reading. So let me see if I can make this a little bit better. Okay, let's see if I can. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, no press conference in career mode. Still a joke. That's Colin Knife. You have no idea. Okay, I'm not going to read every one of these comments. Damn, gameplay like UFC 4. Shaking my head. Shout out to G Smitty. Yeah. Are you high? No, he's not high. I'm not high right now. I just woke up, but I'm not high, Corey. You guys did Notorious Dirty. Yeah. We want Champ McGregor. Who cares? Yep, UFC 4.5. Lighting, it looks good. I won't sit here and lie that it doesn't. I'm looking forward to it. So you got some love out here for it. 3 years for the same. That's how I feel, Daniel. It's not just 3 years. Daniel McEnvoy says 3 years for the same animations. This has been much longer than 3 years, Daniel. They've added animations to a set of animations that have been around for well over a decade. Go check out EA. I probably already clipped in some EA MMA footage for you earlier on in this video. Literally no changes to striking. Well, we can't say that, William. William Myth III, don't get too excited. Same striking system. We don't know about the striking system, but it does look pretty lame. EA Sports releasing pretty much the same game. Yeah, that's what they do. This is their MO, Andy. You know, it's literally UFC 4 reskin. So we get the point. We got it. How it's been received is pretty much how I took it in myself. You guys, let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let's talk about it. I appreciate the conversation from the last video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's your boy, Coach Heavy Hands. I'm going to come back to you whenever some news pops off. I want to capture a game. Streams are going to be coming back. A stream is coming up soon. I'm going to save those for special events. But until next time, catch you on the flip side. Peace!